So before we get started, I have a question for you guys. Who wants more engagement on their Facebook? Put me in the chat. And then I'm going to give you some tough love before Pam shows my slides. So if you're wanting more engagement, as Pam likes to call it, a checkup from the neck up, I want you to go on your Facebook page and look. Are you posting consistently? Is your profile picture of you? Is it a picture of your dog? Is it a picture of something random? Because people are going to buy from you. They want to get to know you. So your profile picture needs to be of you. And scrolling down on your page, do they know who you are? Or is it a bunch of random stuff that you're just sharing a bunch of random reels? Are you sharing a bunch of crazy news stories? Are you sharing a bunch of controversial stuff? Like, yes, there's a place to be passionate, but I want you guys to think about this. If you were to walk into a room of 100 people and you've never met those people before, would you be posting those crazy stories? Would you be posting all that stuff? And would you be saying it in front of them? So, because if you're posting it, that'd be the same thing as if I walked into the room and decided to say all that in front of everyone. You probably want to do it, right? So, your Facebook, your public page, because you want everything to be public, right? So people can find you. That is basically a catalog into you, getting these people to get to know you. Because I don't know about you, but if I see a reel of a recipe or someone, I'm like, maybe they're doing home stuff or something. I'm like, ooh, that's really cool. But before I go and follow them, I click on their profile to see what they're posting because I want to know, is it a lot of recipes? Because they're saying to follow me for recipes. But if I have to scroll for days to find another recipe, I don't want to follow that person because now they just lied to me. If I go on there and they see all of this stuff, I'm like, I don't know if I want to be associated with that person, right? So I really want you to do some like deep diving and really thinking about what you're putting out into the world on your social media. Because yes, you might be like, but it's my social, I've heard it before, but it's my social media, it's my page, I can do what I want. Correct. You can do what you want, but as a business owner, you also have to think about the people that are looking at you and how you're presenting yourself. Because a lot of times it's your personal page that's holding you back. Yes, everyone says to get the group. Yes, you want the business page, but it's your personal page that's really going to grow your brand. Because again, yes, you're selling Tupperware, but they're not just buying Tupperware. They're, like Jenny said, they're buying from you. So people need to get to know you on your page. So just make sure what you're showing up with is how you really want to be presenting yourself. And then Pam, can you pull up my slides, please? So the first way you want to show up, and again, how we talked about getting to know you and how you want to show up, you want to show real life. So sometimes that real life might be you using Tupperware, but sometimes it doesn't need to be. So like for Pam and Jenny right now, they could post a fun selfie like, oh, woohoo, we're on a trip, right? And that engages people. They're like, wait, on a trip? Where are they going? I want to be on a trip. That looks like fun. I wish I were them, right? So these are just two pictures that I posted from when my mom was getting treatment. And then when we were at Costco and Pam laughed at the video because we got soaking wet in a rainstorm and it was just silly getting her Sunday. But people can relate to that because they're like, ooh, I want ice cream. Ooh, that sounds good. Oh, that's hilarious. So they get to see the real me, right? Because you want people to connect with you on social media. So again, both of these posts are posted on my personal page and they were both posted publicly. And the reel of the ice cream, which was just silly, just real life content that I took 2 seconds to post a video, right? Got over 1,400 views of us getting soaking wet, getting ice cream. Like super silly, was no really that into it and not a lot of work. So again, your posts don't have to be over the top. They just got to be real. Next slide, please. And then you want to do real life, also product posts. So what could that look like? That could look like for us, we're canning right now and making soups and sauces. And I know Callie loves doing this. I know Callie's doing this. So this is a great post for you, Callie. You can post a picture of your tomatoes saying, what are you making? Or maybe you're gardening and you pulled all your harvest, right? Put on your counter in some type of Tupperware and say, guess what I'm making? But guess what? I'm showing my Tupperware and how I'm using my Fatsables. But nowhere on there did I mention that it's a Fatsable. Because again, I just want to engage the audience. I want them to start guessing what I'm making. I want to engage with them so they can see what I'm like in the kitchen. And then this is a girl on my team, April. She had a lot of fun with her boys eating their lunch yesterday, and she made a cute little meme with it. But she combined that with the stock photos. So this is a really fun way if you're saying, well, Nikki, I want to show different sizes. I want to show different ways to use it, but I only have one photo, right? You can do the meme of the stock photos along with Pam. You somehow got off the slides.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I was like, I'm watching myself talk. It was weird.
There you go.
Thank you. So again, you can combine your real life pictures with the stock photos too, and it came out super cute. So just another way to think about doing those real life photos. Next slide, please. And then again, I know Becky loves to do this, but your National Day post. So there's two different ways you can do this. I wanted to show both ways depending on how you like to do content. So one way is you can take a picture of your product in Tupperware. So for National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day, I did two different posts. You can take a picture of your cookies and saying your team soft or team crunchy, right? Super fun, super simple, engages them that day. Then another one you could do is you can do a recipe of you making cookies, and maybe it's with a twist. So for ours, we added cherries just to do something different. And everyone's like, cherries? We're like, yeah, that's another way to make them. So like it really engaged them. And they had a lot of fun with the post. And again, with recipes, those are so hot right now on social media. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but a lot of the influencers are turning to recipes because that's where they're seeing the influx of people going. With the groceries being so high right now and eating out being so high, we have that value here at Tupperware that we need to use to grow, right? And eating at home is always going to be more cost effective, right? So showing those recipes, and you might say, well, Nikki, I don't know if I have time. I can't cook that day. Well, guess what? I'm going to teach you later in this how to schedule your post. So you don't have to do it that exact day. But the nice thing about the recipes is it's adding value, and because it's public, right? Now people are seeing you and they're seeing you as the expert. They're like, ooh, I want to follow this girl, or I want to follow them because they have all these recipes. So now you're getting new people to your page. Yes, they didn't buy yet, but guess what? Once you start showing more of the products and how you're using them, they're like, what? Because I had someone, I was telling Pam this, who was like, I don't need any Tupperware. I'm older. I don't need no more kitchen stuff. I did a whole week of just the mini chopper, different recipes. By the end of the week, she's like, send me your link. You have made so many different things in that. I just need it at this point, right? Just like Rebecca heard Loretta talk about the module mates and all the different things you can do with it. She's like, I need those. Next slide, please. And then you can also do an unboxing post. You can do this two different ways. When you get your Tupperware, take a picture on your porch and just said, what you think is in the box. Hint, I did hint it's something new because it was the new products. And they were guessing, and it's really fun to tag them that night when my mom and I did a video. And I just, instead of going live, I just pre-recorded it because it was easier for us. And I said unboxing with my mom, and then I was just able to pull everything out. And it was just really fun. And the nice thing about the unboxing is even if you're like, oh, I misspoke because I did in mine, and that's okay. We're real. And if you make a mistake, it's okay because guess what? People see you as real, and that's what they don't. They're not going to buy from someone that seems perfect and like a robot, right? They want to see the real you and just how you interact with the stuff and how much fun you have. And I don't know about you, but I love watching unboxings, so those are always going to be a hit on social media. Next post, please. And then you want to show them, don't tell them. And I really want you guys to write this down, put it on top of your planner, put it on a sticky note on your fridge. And everything you do, you want to show them, don't tell them. And what exactly does that mean? If I would say, oh my gosh, this bowl is so cool, it has a thumb hole, so nothing goes all over. Okay, maybe they would buy it, right? But if I do a video showing us holding that bowl and then mixing with my mixer and nothing goes all over, they'd be like, oh, that's cool, I might need that. And then you combine it with the recipe and you add that value on top of the value of the Fatsa bowl. And again, with the glass, you might be able to say, well, it's oven safe, it can go in your microwave, it can go in your oven, it can go in your fridge, it can go in the freezer, you take it for work, for lunch, all the things, right? You're listing all this stuff, but now someone has to read a novel again to get to see what all these features are. Where if you just show a video of you making something, putting it in your oven, now they're ready, okay, I can put it in my oven without you even saying it. Now you pull it out of your oven, and now you let it cool with the leftovers. Now you're putting the lid on top. You're like, ooh, there's a lid. Now you put it in your fridge. Now they're saying it's fridge safe. And now the next day you're pulling that same container out, venting the lid and putting it in your microwave. You've already showed all the different features without having to list it all. And I don't know about you, but seeing is believing for most people, right? Next slide, please. And you want to, you want to show it's multi-use, not just say, because I can guarantee, like when Loretta went and how Becky was talking about at her party, she's not just telling them, she's showing them the modulates, right? Kind of Loretta's demo, she does the two crates, super fun. So again, you're showing them instead of telling them. So instead of just saying, well, you can put your chips and your chocolate chips and some brown sugar and all this other stuff, right? Show them pictures. If you're using them in your home, go take 5 minutes tonight or tomorrow and go snap pictures of all the different ways you're using them and put them in a collage and say, what would you keep fresh? Because now you're not making it about you, you're making it about your audience, right? Because again, they want to see you use it, but in reality, they want to know how can it help them in their home, right? Because I don't know about you, I buy stuff because I'm like, oh, that's really cool, and it helped them. Maybe does it help them keep something fresh? And I knew when I went to my first party, my grandma had the canisters, and again, it kept her baking supplies fresh. So when I went, I'm like, I want those because we had the little mite thingies and the flowers. So I'm like, I need those because I'm over the little bugs in the pantry, so I need these, right? So again, it's just showing you instead of just telling, right? So now you see them and now you're seeing it. And in this one, I did a video. So Becky, this would be a good one for you too. With your brown sugar, opening it up and just scooping it into a bowl or back into your module mate and letting them know how long it's been in there. Because that's an impressive demo. And how long did that take you to make the video, right? 5-10 seconds. So it doesn't have to be long, it just needs to be impactful. Next slide, please. And then some bonus tips. Again, going back to your personal page, I know it's scary. I know it is, but I'm giving you permission to take that scary step, and everything you post on your personal page, unless it's your kids and you're uncomfortable with that, that's okay. But on your personal page, click the button where it says like only friends, change it to public, and watch how your business is going to grow the next 30 days. Like take that scary stuff and do it, because it could be holding you back, right? Because if you're like, Nikki, my friends don't want to buy, but I keep posting. But guess what? If your post isn't public, the only people seeing your post is that friend group that's not buying. So to get to those new people, you have to post publicly. And going back to it, consistency is key. I know some are going to disagree with this, but this is my personal opinion. I've been doing it for 10 years on social media. If you are not posting at least one time a day, you are tanking your algorithm. And Pam can tell you that I lived through that. I lived through it for 3 years when I was not allowed to be in video. My algorithm went from here to here and it crashed. So to work back through it, it's been a pain in the tush. But I have gone through it and now I'm finally back on the up. So if you are able to, just stay consistent. And again, you want your posts to be a variety. So you don't want it to all be videos or all photos. Facebook is rewarding you right now for doing both, and so is Instagram. So make sure you're doing both types of posts. And on every single type of post, you guys have saw all the examples tonight, we are asking a question. Because again, if I would just post a picture of this cup, they'd be like, okay, why is she holding a cup? But I'd be like, cheers, what's in your glass tonight? And the people are like, oh, it's wine. Oh, I'm having water. Oh, I'm having a sundae. Or I'm having a milkshake, or whatever it is, right? Because now you're building your audience. Because again, think about this. If you went to a home party, or if you were doing a demo at how they used to do in a store or at a vendor event, if someone came up to you and you're holding this, you wouldn't just stand there and stare at them, right? You'd probably engage and have a conversation. So the same thing on social media, you need to start those conversations for them to happen. So you can do that by asking a question. Next slide, please. This is just another little bonus tip for you is I love, love, love this feature because sometimes people are like, trainers are like, but if you do a scheduler, it lowers your reach, which can be true. But both of these are native to Facebook. So guess what? These do not, and I repeat, do not hurt your reach or the algorithm, which I was like, yes, finally. It's finally on our public pages. It's been there for about a year, and I'm so excited about that. Is you can schedule not only on your public page, but also in your group. So not only your VIP group, but your parties. If you're saying, I want to do Facebook parties, but Nikki, I work during the day, go ahead and schedule your post. I've been scheduling them just because my crazy schedule right now. I schedule all my morning posts just because it makes it easier for me. So to do that, when you're on your personal page, after you make the post and you hit next, there's going to be a little button that says post audience. And how I see how mine is on public, make sure you change that to say public. And then the third one down is going to say schedule. So you can just click on that and choose whatever date and time you want it to be posted. And then on your group, this one's a little different. On the bottom of the post, it'll say add groups or schedule. Just tap on the schedule button and you can choose what day and time. And then here's another bonus tip for you because you guys are on. If you're posting in their group, and let's say, so like Dina right now is running multiple launch parties, right? Or maybe you're like, yes, Pam, I did 5 parties for this week. How am I going to do it? There's a little trick. You're going to go on your first party. You are going to go add your post, add all the caption, whatever you want. Then on the bottom, instead of hitting schedule, you're going to put add groups. And you can choose all your party groups and just hit add the groups and then hit post. And it's going to post into all of your parties that week for that post. How cool is that? So always working smarter, not harder. And as Ellen always says, there's always a workaround and there's always a way to make it work. So you guys make this work, make your social media work. You can make it happen. I know there's a lot of naysayers right now on social media that Facebook parties aren't in anymore. Facebook is dead. Social media doesn't work. It can work if you put in the work. Thanks, guys.